Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the... Touchback.
Go ahead. Nice jab.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3.
Number 2, ice jab. Ice jab. Once and Oscar. Once.
Once again, it's Mostert. And some space here. Down the sideline he goes. He may go. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 68 yards. And the Dolphins need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 20. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Lamar changing the play. The drive will commence with a run by JJ&DADDY. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 4. Jackson options out left. That one will go for 9 yards and a 1st down on the keeper. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Christian Wilkins there defensively for the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Eluded, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. The defense is always talking about not letting Lamar Jackson get comfortable. A good job there on his opening drive of making him uncomfortable.
And you're talking about doing it so early in the game because all week long there's been anxiety on the defensive side of the ball. How do we keep this guy hemmed in?
He's got a man complete. Down the right sideline. And he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, man, disappointment that he couldn't finish that off in the end zone. What an effort there, doing all he can to get to the pylon, and he's going to wind up out of bounds just short. But a huge play there, going to set him up with 1st and goal from very short range.
Dobbins. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Dobbins once more, but he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
3rd and goal, Jackson. Flushed out right. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. Now it's Tua. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
They go play action with Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. To throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Here's Jordan Stout now. Braxton Berrios deep for Miami. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. These two teams all tied after one. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Here's Tua. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Miami. 66 yards.
Oh, my goodness. I'll tell you what. 3rd down. All you're thinking is, what can we do to keep this drive going to get enough yardage to move the sticks? You're certainly not thinking about taking this one almost the length of the field. But that's exactly what happens here. What a play, and what a change of fortunes.
Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Second and 9.
Turbo 1, high, turbo 20 TX. Ready,
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Catch made right side by Wilson. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Caught, it's Wilson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
And that's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks, and you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
3rd and 2, here's Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Here's Berrios. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Dolphin football. At their own 27-yard line. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this 1st half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the 1st quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
No, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. That's good. Looking to pass. Tua. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Tua sets up to pass it. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Solo left Zion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Turbo 3, kick. Solo left Zion.
Tua going to throw. Throw to the right, taken in by Berrios. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, a run by Achane. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Go ahead.
And back at the 8 now. 3rd and goal.
Turbo 1. All right, let's go.
Now Tua. Steps away to his left. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins have taken the lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks have told us end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson rolling to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. With a fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
On second down, here's Jackson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. On play action, they'll throw. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Ready. Turbo one high. Turbo one high. Ready.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
A good pickup there, 22.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Ready, shot. 20 TX. And Watson.
Wilson. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Again, Wilson. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try and run with Wilson. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll go for it. This is Wilson. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Jeff Wilson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So 4th and goal, their head coach gave that offensive line one more chance to punch it in, and this time they were successful.
They certainly paid off the coach's confidence, didn't they? And how about the fact that they stayed with the ground game? Because a lot of times in that situation, partner, we see teams try and roll the quarterback out, give him a little run pass pass option and treat it like a two-point conversion play. In this case, they went with a little bit more power and got it done.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and a Raven first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. Throwing is Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Play action. It's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Javon Holland.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's personal or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
To a hit, and the ball is out.
And it's picked up by the Raven. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. The no run back here, fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. It's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Tua setting up shop to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Throwing on 2nd and long. Tua. A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, H.A. Oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
A gain of 5 yards. It's 4th down and less than a yard.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Solo left Zion. Solo 20 TX. Step. Watson Oscar. Watson Oscar. Hey, let's go.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Dolphins first down by a good couple of yards as they get 3 there on 4th and inches. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Eluding the pressure right. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jeff Wilson with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward is just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now Jackson on 2nd down. On the move to his left. And that is caught downfield by Beckham. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Where will the pressure come from? 4th and 6 now. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins defense is able to hold. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's real. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.